Alright, check this out. DJ JoeSnug here again with another YouTube video for you guys. Tractor tips and tricks to help you out. So here's another thing I've been working on this week, or some things that I learned. Using the loop recorder and then transferring it into a sample deck. Now a lot of you guys might already know this again, so you don't have to look at this. This is for those people who are trying to maximize their skills, and I'm one of those guys who bounce around from YouTube video to YouTube video, trying to learn as much as I can, and anything I learn, I'm here to pass it on to you. So here I go. So the loop recorder we're going to be using here is right up there, the loop recorder. Okay, and then from the loop recorder we're going to transfer it into sample decks of Tractor. So I have both C and D loaded as sample decks, but right now I guess what we're going to use here is just B and D. Alright, so here we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a track. I have a track loaded, and I'm going to record it in the loop recorder, and I'm going to dub over the little with other voiceovers and stuff like that, and try to create a nice little track here on the fly. Okay, now mind you, I'm holding my camera with one hand and pushing the buttons with the other. I'm not one of those fancy guys that have like a tripod and stuff like that, and using my phone. So here we go. Start this track. I have it looped. Just a simple beat. Okay. So I'm gonna start my loop recorder. I'm gonna hit record right here. Bam. Starts right there, and it's on and recording. Okay, now you can stop this track, and your loop recorder is still jamming. Okay. Now you can go find another piece of the song that you like to loop record. For this purpose, I'm just going to turn down the loop recorder for a second and just find something that I like here on the track. Right there. Okay, so let's add that. Or what you could even do is, what you have in the loop recorder, you can transfer that down, or you can overdub it, whatever you want. So let's just overdub it for now. Okay, so I want that little piece on it, so I'm going to hit the loop recorder to record again. And it does another 8 counts for me, so I can stop this, the track, and that's still jamming for me. Alright, now at this point, to transfer it into the sample decks, what you need to do is hit browse and play at the same time, and then the sample deck you want to load it into. Okay, so either 1, 2, 3, 4, whichever one you want it in. Okay, so I might have a little trouble pushing the button here because I only got one hand, so I'm going to hit browse, play, and then the sample deck I wanted, and bam. See? And it loaded it down in there. Okay, so now I can stop my loop recorder. Okay, and your sample deck is playing. You just have to push the button to get it on. That button lit up means you got sound. Unlit means it's paused. Alright? So there we are. I'm doing that. Okay, now you can clear your loop recorder by simply hitting delete. Undo. Boom. Okay, now you have your sample deck ready to use all over again. Okay, so I'm going to try to find a track here that I want to keep overdubbing with this. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to pause that. my loop recorder, my sample deck. I paused it. Okay. Scrolling through my track, see where I want to. I know where I want it. Little Red Hot Chili Peppers riff right here. So I'm gonna do a little 4-bar loop. Okay. Set it right there by simply just pushing the set button here. Okay, I like that right there. So that's a 4-bar. So I can either transfer this straight into the sample deck, or I can do it with the loop recorder. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just throw it into the sample deck. And what I do there is just simply push an open deck that I have here. So I can just push that. Boom. Pause the track, and I'm loaded down in here with that. Alright, so here we go. Now to start it up, remember, you just push the deck you want heard. And there it is. Now to start my beat, it's on the other side. Okay. And to kick in the vocal I have set up, just like that. Alright. So that's a quick little sample on how to do that. Okay, now we're going to mute this. I'm going to show you one more thing. You want to go to the sample decks, D, so you can access them. Now, in order to have individual control of each deck, so you can scratch, because right now the way it's set, it's playing. I'm going to turn it up. If you start scratching, it doesn't both simultaneously. See that? They're both moving. Alright? Now, in order to have individual control of each one, you want to hit Shift and the one you want to control. Either 1 or 2, and it'll start blinking. Okay, you see that? Okay, so now if I have this playing, the beat, and I start the other one, I could just scratch that one. Alright, got that? So that's Shift and whichever one you want. To take it off, all you do is push the button, and it shuts it off for you, and you're back to controlling both with the platter. Does both of them at the same time. So in order to do individually again, all you do is hit Shift and the one you want to control, and it'll start lighting up for you. Okay, and you have individual control of that one. Now I did the other one. Alright. Any questions? Feel free to post them on here. Again, I am DJ JoeSnug. Look me up at facebook.com DJ JoeSnug. Double J. DJ JoeSN as in Nancy UG. Add me as a friend. We can exchange tips, ideas, and tricks. Until then, I'm out. Thanks again.